GrayLaw, welcome.
Hello.
What's up with this travel ban? We got Trump knocked down not once, but twice. Actually, we'll just say the administration, right? The T administration. So it looks like he's lost twice. There was an initial travel ban, what was it, January 20th, and then there was another one. First one was struck down, travel ban number 2, second was struck down. And I think the first one covered everyone. I mean, it covered permanent residents, non-immigrants, individuals in the U.S. as well as Muslims in general. So they went to the drawing board, right, and they tried to fix it. Well, that didn't work, did it?
No.
Not so far.
So what do you think, Karen? What's your general thoughts on that travel ban?
Oh, well, I think it targets Muslims and it's disgusting and, you know, it's...
Tell us
it
how you really
scares
feel,
them.
Karen.
I don't think it's a travel ban. I think it's, you know, it's a travel ban. It's discrimination.
Well, you know, it's interesting, you know, the thought was a 90-day vetting period. And so that was January 20th. So now we're almost in 20 days, April 20th, and there's still no vetting policy in place.
Right.
And what do you think about that, Lloyd?
I mean, I'm just surprised that he hasn't asked for Judge Watson's birth certificate yet, to be honest. But I mean, I don't know, he's probably gonna try to figure out a way to make Hawaii not a state anymore. That's why it'll take us so long to file an appeal.
What do you think, Jay?
Karen, it's so true what Karen said. It's just disgusting how he's doing this. He's targeting all these, Muslim people that are just not, they're great people and they're just targeted, and nobody should be treated that way. It's disgusting.
It's pretty bad.
Is there vetting? Are you saying there's no vetting of immigrants coming into our country?
Well, that's a good question. You know, there's refugees, and I wonder how many Americans really know the definition of refugees, because travel ban number 2 is supposed to really focus on the refugees coming from certain countries, Syria, Afghanistan, etc. But if you stop these refugees from coming to the U.S., if they're turned around at the airport, they're going to be killed. I mean, refugee is fear of going back to your home country because of social group, political opinion, religious beliefs, and you will be killed if you go back. Right. No one's talking about that. What's your thought on that, Larissa?
It's just a really bad example of if at first you don't succeed, set yourself up and try again. This is one of those that he just has to let it go. He obviously doesn't understand the law. He doesn't understand how, people's rights, are applied, and I don't think he's surrounded by the best people that can actually help him go around this. He's tried many times. It's not working. People are not, receiving it properly. Actually, everybody is just repulsed by the thought of, sharing a government that thinks that it's okay for you to turn around people that actually need your help, and that,
It's almost un-American, huh?
yes, it's just like
un-American.
it just goes against all the principles of this country. So I think it's just one of those things that if this government is in any way intelligent, which so far has not proven that, you should just let it go.
So it looks like there's no appeal on the travel ban number 2. So as it stands, the ban is not in effect. So I think that's the reality, and he may just let it go, as you pointed out. But, recently GrayLaw wanted to help out at the airport on travel ban 1. You and Courtney actually went to the airport. What was it like there? What was going on there? How did it feel?
It was just so heartbreaking to see people waiting for their, loved ones come out from a door and just waiting, just looking there, just not even blinking, with the hopes that they will appear. And it's just heartbreaking that it is okay for this government to do that, to create that pain in people's family.
And what did you guys actually do, Courtney? What did you guys do?
So we went down to the airport. We took boxes of supplies. because the
Nice.
attorneys there were in desperate need. No, nice on you, thank you.
Nice
We raided
on
the
GrayLaw.
supply closet
Nice
and
on GrayLaw.
took down supplies to the attorneys there, and they were lawyers and nonprofits and so many folks down there. There was no shortage of help on hand. The executive order was horrifying and terrifying, not just to Muslim people or people affected, not just to our clients, but to America, because we think that we're beyond these disgraceful
Right,
chapters
right,
in our
right,
history.
right.
We think that we're beyond Japanese internment camps, beyond Jim Crow, beyond taking United States citizens of Mexican descent and putting them in trains and shipping them to the middle of Mexico like they belong there. Beyond,
And
no.
by the way, I'll go with them to Puerto Vallarta anytime. Love it.
Beyond
Cancun.
no Irish or dogs, beyond no
Sure.
Chinese or dogs, and here we are. We're still in this part of our existence, because if this can happen to this group of people, it can happen to anyone. The
And what were
difference
the-
with this, in my opinion, what we saw at the airport is that the people rose up fast
Sure.
and said,
Yes,
no.
no,
Sure.
yes.
Sure.
Not on our watch, not again, we're not doing this.
Yeah,
And it
we're
wasn't
not
just the
participating.
people, the masses, the people on the bottom. These are powerful people
Sure.
speaking up from across the spectrum. The lawyers were down there in mass. It got stopped quickly, and that restores my soul, and I think the soul of this nation.
Love it. What were the
The soul of the
constitutional
nation,
issues?
yeah.
What were the constitutional issues that the courts?
Oh, there were so
brought
many,
up
but
again?
the biggest ones are our old stalwarts of equal protection and due process.
Mhm, mhm.
Blatant discrimination against or depriving citizens of due process rights, because many of us are petitioning for our loved ones, and then there are due process rights because the American principles and the American spirit is not just confined to this nation. It's not just confined to Americans. It's this idea that all people are created equal and all people have unalienable rights to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness,
Mhm.
that we all have constitutional protections, whether we're here with documents or not. And so people have right to a process, no matter
Exactly.
what. And no man, no giant orangutan on high can take this from anyone. That the principles for which she stands is alive and well, and
Sure.
much more powerful. We, the people, are far more powerful than
Sure.
this dude.
Well, good. So I think as for today, travel ban out. Everyone come into the U.S. and
Yes.
we'll see what happens next.
We'll see.
We'll see.